let's talk about what's actually covered under a cyber insurance policy. So firstly, the policy will cover what's known as business interruption. So that's the loss of profits you've suffered as a result of not being able to run your business following a cybersecurity breach. It also covers things like denial of service. Your systems are down, they've been hacked, and you've not been able to access your normal IT services. That's covered. Accidental deletion of data, virus or malware that prevents you trading. So anything that infiltrates your IT systems and prevents you from running your business normally. Business interruption losses and any costs to minimise a cyber extortion threat. So that's where a third party has stolen your data or has threatened to deny a service to you. Costs to restore data that's been accidentally destroyed, deleted, corrupted, or encrypted wrongly, I might add, because obviously encryption is an important thing these days. It's willful encryption due to a virus or malware. Your costs incurred due to any accidental breach of copyright or defamation, and this is known as libel and slander. Your liability for losses caused to third parties by your transmission of any virus, malware or ransomware. So if you're responsible for looking after data and your security systems have been attacked and then that third party's data has been lost, the third party could make a claim against you, and your liability for this is covered. Any event that leads to your cloud or outsource provider not being able to agree or provide the service to you. So we all tend to rely on data storage companies these days because we're storing more and more data. And as a result, we often outsource or we cloud the services, and any event that leads to the cloud or outsource not being able to supply this would be covered. Your liability for loss of personal data or breach of any privacy legislation anywhere in the world. So note that different countries nowadays have different rules and regulations and legislation that applies when it comes to data protection. For example, in Europe, they have a piece of legislation called GDPR, so it's the Global Data Protection Regulations, and this gives advice according to the size of the company, the amount of data being stored and so on. And if you fail to comply, you can actually be fined very heavily or even restricted in your trading activities. Your liability for any fines and penalties that might be imposed by a bank or a payment card company following the loss of credit card data. And that includes all legal costs incurred whilst protecting you against a valid claim or an insured event. And the services of IT forensics are also supplied under a cyber policy, and this assists you in the event of a cyber loss attack.